Welcome back to Jane's Stories of Life. My last video was about fabric. Today I want to tell you about a company that Morgan and I started in 1969, Glad Rags Fabrics. I saw an ad in a magazine, a very tiny ad, advertising that fabric could be made with a name woven throughout the fabric. It was a knit fabrics. And I saw that, I thought, that gave me an idea. As a member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority, I'm part of the Divine Nine, the 9 major fraternities and sororities of African American members. We were always looking for things with our logo, with our name, with various items that would identify us as members of that fraternity or sorority. So I thought, if a name could be woven throughout the fabric, why not the name of an organization? I sent for the minimum of 4 yards of fabric, and lo and behold, it came back. I had red fabric with the white lettering, and I thought, oh, this gave me an idea. I happened to have been going to the National Convention that year in New Orleans. So I decided to order a large order of fabric. The fabric was 60 inches wide, which meant you had a lot of possibilities for laying out patterns for garments and things. So we ordered fabric. Morgan attended the convention with me. I was the delegate. We rented space in the vendors area, and we pre-cut fabric into 1.5, and 2 yard lengths, and boxed up the fabric, suitcases, boxes full of fabric. We flew to New Orleans to launch our business, Glad Rags Fabrics. Well, it was quite a hit. I think I had designed 2 more patterns. I did the one with the name, and also one with the crest, and also one with the symbols. So I had 3 different fabrics to choose from. The company was in New Jersey. They were very flexible. Minimum order was only 4 yards, so it meant that I could order various amounts and not be, stuck with a lot of inventory. It was such a hit that we decided the next year, I expanded to Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority in their colors, pink and green. We did their boule, which is their national convention. We did that convention in Atlanta. Once again, we took boxes. That time we drove. We took boxes and boxes of fabric. We bought what they call S-car. It was one of those things that fits on the top of we then had a station wagon. Fit on top of the station wagon. We filled that with fabric. Our children went with us. My mother-in-law went with us. The children stayed in Tuskegee with my cousin while we were in Atlanta doing the boule. And once again, we met with great success. For the next few years, we did some regional conventions. I expanded the line so that we eventually had Kappa Alpha Psi, Omega Psi Phi, Alpha Phi Alpha, Zeta Phi Beta. I don't remember any Phi Beta Sigma, but chapters could order, and that's what happened. Chapters ordered bulk. One chapter ordered 100 yards of fabric because they were going to do something with it. So we ran that company for probably, maybe 4 or 5 years before knits and polyester fell into some disfavor because it was so warm. I had made a few garments. You'll see those on the thumbnail at the beginning of the video. I had made a few garments, and on that thumbnail, I also showed some pictures. The following years, people would come back to our vending area to show me the garments that they had made with the fabric, and that was a thrill. My biggest thrill was in 2013 at our national convention, our 100th celebration, our centennial. when there was a sewer there who was wearing a garment, a dress that she had had made, and she had taken it to Africa and had it embroidered, a border around the skirt, a border around the neckline. It was gorgeous, and it was really, I mean, that was a great thrill because the company, as I said, had stopped long before then. But that was the story of Glad Rags. By the yard or by the garment. I had hoped to find a company that would make garments out of it, but I was never successful in doing that. As you can tell from the other things on the thumbnail, Morgan and I were basically entrepreneurs at heart, both of us as children. As a child, I sold greeting cards, I sold stationery. I had a number of home-based businesses that I was a consultant with or for. In some cases, like Creative Memories, I was with them 15 years, and now I've been with Forever, memory keeping, digital photo storage things for 7, I think my 8th year has just passed. And so that's kind of been my style. Morgan, on the other hand, was one that I used to say he was a salesperson's dream, because anyone who came through with an idea, their flip chart of how you could make money by doing this or the other, Morgan was right there ready to try new ventures, the craziest of which was raising worms. We had several huge containers of worms in our basement that he was to grow and to sell and whatever. That one I was not very supportive of, believe me. We went on vacation, and when we came back, the Georgia jumper worms had jumped out of their crates and were dried up and dead on our basement. A lot of them dried up and dead on our basement floor. Well, Morgan learned there really was not a market for worms, so eventually he dumped them all in the backyard. We had wonderfully aerated grass back there. But, you know, we were always looking for side hustles, if you want to call them that. I was into the multi-level things where if you built an organization, that's the only way you make money on those things. And I built an organization of maybe 5 or 6 consultants under me, but I never reached the kinds of volumes that allowed me to drive a pink Cadillac or whatever the Chevrolet was that Fashion 220 Cosmetics was offering. But it was great. They were great fun, and good way that when we moved to Schenectady, I became affiliated again with Fashion 220 Cosmetics. Wonderful way to meet people in a new community if you don't know anybody. But now I'm with Forever. I love to share things that I love, and you know I love memory keeping. So if you are interested in learning more about preserving your memories, about safe storage, of storage that you own and control completely, I'm more than happy to share my life of a digital person with Forever. It's it's something, entrepreneurs, if you've been in those things, you know the Amway meetings, you know I went to Minneapolis 3 times with Creative Memories to conventions, and you know it's a whole experience for those of us who are entrepreneurs and seeking businesses and things like that. Maybe we'll never be millionaires, but it's nice to dream. So I have a lot of stories. Oh, do I have stories to tell about some of our business ventures. You can see from the thumbnail, the number of different things that both of us were involved in, and that wasn't even the complete list. So that's the story of Glad Rags. That was a wonderful adventure that we had. Share your memories, cherish your memories. I'm sorry, I get excited. Cherish your memories and pass them on. Hi there. Just a correction. The company that Morgan and I started that the video is about, we started in 1979 not 1969. And I've been trying to figure out how to edit that video. I give up. So, let me stand corrected. 1979 was the beginning of Glad Rags, not 1969. Bye.